U.S. gold medalist fencer Race Imbeden going viral for kneeling during the national anthem at the Pan Am Games.
But one veteran has a message for any athlete who disrespects the flag.
Fox News contributor and retired U.S. Marine Corps bomb technician Joey Jones joins us now to talk about this. Joey, thanks for coming back to the show. We had a couple guys that had a protest during the Pan Am Games. What was your initial response when you saw this?
Well, I think it's true irony, right? I mean, we live in a country so blessed and so prosperous and so free that you can go out to the world on the world stage and take a knee and disrespect all of those things that make it that way. So this is the irony of the situation we're in. Generations of Americans have fought and generations have died. From, the Revolutionary War through, the March on Washington and the thing that happened in the 60s. And so these athletes are growing up in a world where it's not their blood and sacrifice that ensures those freedoms. So they take them for granted and they see them as not quite perfect. So for some reason, because we're not at the finish line, the race isn't worth running anymore. And it's really disheartening, but it's also kind of something that's predictable. When you get so spoiled that you don't understand what things cost, it's easy to not be happy with them.
I mean, you certainly understand the cost of war. You lost both of your legs fighting for our country.
Well, and I would do it again. I tell people I had one bad day in Afghanistan because that was the day that I was injured and another Marine got killed, and I wish I could go back and save him. Outside of that, every day I was in the Marine Corps was a blessing in my life. It made me a stronger person and hopefully made this country safer. One of the protesters from this most recent event tweeted that he sacrificed his moment of glory to make the country a better place. I'm like, oh, really? Because everyone was tuning in to see the fencing gold medalist this year. No, maybe you just tried to go viral and get some attention. I have a friend on the USA soccer team, 7-on-7, which is like the Paralympic team, and he posted, his name is Seth John. He was a Green Beret. He was injured multiple times, has Purple Heart, if not two of them. He was injured in a skydiving accident. He went to Africa to fight against anti-poachers when he got out. He's dedicated his life to serving a greater cause. Now he's playing soccer for the U.S. soccer men's soccer team, and he posted that because of what these guys are doing, he'll make sure to honor this country even more next time he's standing on a podium, and that he was embarrassed by their actions. And I have to believe that Seth would be an expert on this issue.
Yeah, that's some interesting perspective there. Let's get your reaction to the tweet that Race Imbeden, this is the fencer that kneeled. This is him explaining his feelings on this. We must call for change, he says. My pride, however, has been cut short by the multiple shortcomings of the country and a president who spreads hate. I chose to sacrifice my moment today at the top of the podium to call attention to issues that I believe need to be addressed. What do you say to that?
Well, sacrifice must be a pretty malleable word these days. I think that's what I tweeted to him, because sacrifice means giving something up, and all he got was more likes and follows and retweets, and now we're talking about him on the news. Yeah, certainly a lot of people don't like him because of it, but I'm sure he gained a lot of fans. There's plenty of people supporting the Kaepernick-style protest and not even understanding exactly why. It's just trendy to do. So, no, he doesn't get to use the word sacrifice in this situation. I don't have a monopoly on sacrifice, and neither do our military, but we are certainly where it starts for this country, and he's not it.
And here's a quote from the statement from the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee on Podium Protests, and it says, quote, every athlete competing commits to terms of eligibility, including to refrain from demonstrations that are political in nature. We are disappointed that they chose not to honor their commitment. Our leadership are reviewing what the consequences may result. Joey, before we let you go, what do you think the consequences should be?
Well, I don't know if this person should ever have the opportunity to stand on a podium again. When you make a commitment, you sign on a dotted line, you make a promise. My promise led to losing my legs, and I was proud to do it. The least he can do is use his. That's how I feel about it.
That's great. Yeah,
well
Joey,
said.
thank you so much, and thank you again for the sacrifice that you made. We do appreciate your time.
Yeah.